Anyways, let's continue. Let us dive in. This is Diamond Tiara's Heartwarming Carol by Alex Magnet. Oh boy, let's see how... Fat snowflakes hung in the air, drifting down so slowly they almost seemed still, as Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon trotted through the town square. Wrapped up in matching scarves, the two fillies laughed and giggled back and forth. Look at that guy, Diamond Tiara said, pointing to a pony arguing with a shop owner. He probably waited all winter to buy his presents, and now he's not going to get them. As it happens when you put things off, Silver Spoon added. Heartwarming is about getting the best presents, and they'll never get them waiting this long. Maybe their daddies don't love them.
That's so mean! That is so mean!
It's Diamond Tiara. What do you expect?
Walking by a jeweler's, Silver Spoon pointed out a glass display case inside. Oh look! It's that pendant you wanted! Diamond Tiara waved a hoof. I know. Daddy already bought one for me. She nodded towards a particularly long line of ponies leading away from a toy store. Look at them. Don't they know Heartwarming Eve isn't the time to be buying presents? Silver Spoon laughed. Some ponies are just dumb, I guess. They don't have enough bits, said a voice from behind them.
Well, no shit.
Let's see.
I wonder... They turned around to see another group of fillies. 3 of them, to be exact. Apple Bloom, Scootaloo, and Sweetie Belle all wore frowns as they stared at Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
Right on schedule.
Yeah. Not every pony's rich like y'all, Apple Bloom said, taking a few steps closer. Some ponies have to work for their money. Yeah, added Sweetie Belle. Not every pony gets tons of presents. Diamond Tiara scoffed. Well, that's not my fault. I just need to be not so lazy. My daddy had to work for his money too, you know. Scootaloo huffed. And I'll bet he was a jerk too. She was barely able to jump out of the way in time as Diamond Tiara lunged at her.
The 1%.
Why, don't you talk about my daddy like that! Silver Spoon grabbed Diamond Tiara's hoof and dragged her back. Just let it go, Diamond Tiara. They're not worth it. She stuck out her tongue. Shrugging off Silver Spoon, Diamond Tiara said, Whatever. I don't have time for a bunch of blank flings like you. I've got a big pile of presents waiting for me at home because my parents actually love me.
By definition of love, they mean they just want you to shut the fuck up while they deal with business, and you deal with, well, being a stuck-up bitch.
Now it was Apple Bloom's turn to hold back Scootaloo. Come on, Scoots, she said, pulling on her hind legs. Don't be like them. Man.
Jesus
Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon giggled, not even bothering to hide their sneers. See you later, blank flanks, they said in unison as they walked off.
Some people, I know a friend that thinks that takes the term blank flank, that it would sound like a racist term to those that don't have, like, you know, cutie marks.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Like zebras.
Racist minds, racist kind.
Slumping to the ground. I really hate those jerks. I wish some pony would teach them a lesson, said Sweetie Belle. Apple Bloom brought a hoof to her chin, tapping it lightly. Girls, I think I have an idea.
Oh my!
Sweetie Belle said, her eyes lighting up. Are we gonna make them cookies? What?
I still like those mock-up voices, though.
Thank you.
Dumb shit.
Only if they're poison cookies, said Scootaloo, grinning widely.
Evil!
Wow.
No.
Scootaloo, you fuck off with your shit. Stop being
No,
a
you're doing
like
it wrong.
Pinky.
You're doing it wrong. Oh, evil! Evil!
I was about to say, what? Are the cutie mark crusaders now going to try to go for cutie marks as murderers?
God damn it, Scootaloo, you fuck off with your shit.
Apple Bloom shook her head. Not quite. We're gonna need some help, though. Help.
Help. Who? Gosh, I don't know! The Deus Ex Machina!
The comforting scent of a half-eaten apple pie wafted through the rich manor, filling all the dozens of rooms with its spicy aroma. As Diamond Tiara pushed away the empty plate before her, she stood up and said, That pie was delicious. And she licked her lips. Filthy Rich smiled at his wife. Yes, your mother made it. She's always had a knack for making the best pies.
Oh my.
Golden Crown. What?
Sorry. Wait, just go on.
Golden Crown chuckled, brushing her sunflower mane out of her eyes. Oh, it's nothing special.
I like the pie between your legs.
Diamond Tiara rolled her eyes. Well, it could have been better. Oh, really?
No, come on! It's apple pie! You can't be better, you bitch!
Anyway, I'm going to bed now. I want tomorrow to come as quickly as possible. A Filthy turned to her. Oh, alright then. Good night, sweetheart. See you in the morning. Diamond Tiara waved her hoof dismissively. Whatever you say, Daddy, she said,
Fuck you, Daddy.
not even turning to look back at him, her eyes focused on the next room, where a great pile of gifts lay scattered around the hearth. Practically skipping across the room, a wide grin adorned her face as she passed through the great hall and entered the living room. Soft candlelight illuminated the room, casting a warm glow over the hundreds of wrapped boxes and tubes that littered the floor. Her hooves shaking with excitement, Diamond Tiara bent down to pick up one of the gifts, giving it a little shake. Really?
Gosh, I wonder what it could be. Oh, it's a baby mouse.
Come on,
Now it's dead.
we all did that as kids.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never
Don't
did
open
that.
it! Don't open anything until tomorrow! Her mother called from the other room.
She's got this away.
Ignoring her, Diamond Tiara grinned at the little box, saying, Just wait until tomorrow, little present. I'll open all of you in the morning. Trotting up the steps, she slipped into her room and wormed her way under the covers. The soft blankets wrapped around her like a cocoon, keeping her snugly warm, even during a cold night like tonight. Thoughts of tearing through miles of wrapping paper ran through her head as she closed her eyes and allowed sleep to take over. Not a moment later, her lids fluttered open at the sound... Can't English. Her lids fluttered open at the sound of a loud bang.
My mom and dad are fucking again.
Oh, aren't we glad we went to that
Big Mama
conclusion?
Christmas, you fucking bastard.
You know, I'll say it, I'll gladly take Chipmunk over Carol because he's the funnier.
Hey!
No offense to him, though, right?
What?
No offense to Carol, though, right?
No
Nah.
offense. Ah, fuck
Anyways.
it, who am I?
What the?
Let's go on.
What the? She sat bolt upright, glancing around the room. After another loud bang, she located the source of the noise. Outside her window, a pony was knocking on the glass insistently. Once she noticed Diamond Tiara looking at her, she said, You there! Open this window! Diamond Tiara simply stared, open-mouthed at this intruder for a moment before realizing that she actually recognized who it was.
Hi, kids.
So, against what should have been her better judgment, she hopped out of bed and approached the window. Unlatching it, she swung open the window and was immediately crushed as the pony tumbled inwards. She asked incredulously, Silver Spoon? What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night!
I came because I want to suck you.
No!
I can't do it. I can't.
I
Really?
can't!
I had an idea, but I flubbed it. I'm a
Really,
drunk
you're going with the chubby Diamond Tiara cannon?
What chubby Diamond Tiara cannon?
What?
I never
It's a
heard of
blog.
this.
It's a blog I follow. Chubby Diamond Tiara.
I know
It's
what you
just
mean, but it's like
Oh,
I don't think
never
it's
did.
exclusive to there. Everybody outside
I
of the
know,
chubby
I don't
Diamond
know,
Tiara
I never
just-
know.
They just ship
Anyways.
those two together like they're lesbians and stuff because, well, I think they follow the whole mentality of the rich girls.
Well, yeah, well, you're a
Anyways,
lesbian.
Anyways, moving on. Moving on. The filly smiled, standing up and brushing herself off. Yes, it is I, Silver Spoon, your friend. I've come to warn you about something.
What?
Diamond Tiara raised an eyebrow, looking at Silver Spoon, quote-unquote, with a discerning eye. Sure, she looked a bit like Silver, but there was something off about her. Besides the fact that she was surrounded by a vaguely ethereal glow, her eyes looked brighter than normal, and somehow she seemed a bit taller. Also, she was weighed down by dozens of chains hanging off her body.
Yeah,
Silver. Did Silver die overnight?
Well, I guess we have our Marley for
It's
the
probably
story.
it's probably
Zool,
like a,
motherfucker.
it's probably
No,
like a
you're
ghost.
doing it wrong again. Zool, motherfucker! Zool!
I was going to say that I think it's probably like a ghost shape-shifting. I don't know.
Yeah, because some people were noticing we're going right along with what the Christmas Carol went through, but the problem is, in the Christmas Carol, the person who visits Scrooge first was Jacob Marley. Marley was dead, but Silver Spoon was alive.
Well, let's see if we can find out, shall we?
Let's see if you're
Silver Spoon, if you're Silver Spoon, Diamond Tiara began, then how are you knocking on my window? Also, what's with the tacky chains? Silver Spoon.
Hold on, something went wrong.
Oh no!
I think it shows internet again.
Oh no! Oh
Wait a
no!
minute.
Oh no!
Wait a minute. It's his internet.
Yep, I know.
Damn it, fuck all of their shit. Alright, well, while we wait for him. Hi guys, how are you? You doing good?
I had a feeling that's gonna happen.
Anyways, you were...
Where did I cut off? Sorry, guys.
Silver
Spoon
may not have the best fashion sense.
Let's try that again. Silver Spoon may not have the best fashion sense, but even she wouldn't wear something that hideous.
Who are you to judge?
Really? There's a possible ghost of your friend in the room, and your first instinct is to question its fashion sense. Really?
That's what I do, though. Every time I meet someone, it's like, why the fuck are you wearing those goddamn socks with the fucking sandals?
Alright. Anyway. Silver Spoon raised her hooves, looking at the shackles weighing her down. Oh, these. Well, you see, it's all part of the theme. I'm supposed to represent Diamond Tiara waved a hoop dismissively. I've just realized I don't care.
You know what? I just realized that I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
What was this about warning me about something? Silver Spoon rolled her eyes. You are kind of a jerk, she mumbled under her breath. Tonight, you will be visited by 3 apparitions, the ghosts of hearts roaming past, present, and future, respectively.
Respectively?
What? Why? Diamond Tiara said angrily, crossing her forelegs. I don't have time to sit around waiting for 3 dumb ghosts to talk to me. I have to go to sleep so I can make presents tomorrow. Oh, shut the fuck up and learn something.
Yeah, you still
hurry up and learn.
Shut up and learn something.
Silver Spoon rattled her chains menacingly. You can't escape this, Diamond Tiara. The spirits will visit you and show you the true meaning of the heart-warming holiday. Diamond Tiara sighed. Boring. You know what? I'm just going to ignore you and go back to bed now, okay?
I swear, really? If it's like... I'm sorry to interrupt, but if she had a gun pointed at her, she'd be like, dude, you know that gun design's like so metallic and it smells terrible. I'm going to hurt you. Yeah, but you're not going to do it fabulously. Oh, fuck off.
Blast her head.
Yeah. Silver Spoon began to back away slowly, rattling her chains more and more as she stepped onto the windowsill. Hear me, Diamond Tiara. You can't hide from these spirits. They will find you no matter what! The window slammed shut, knocking Silver Spoon off the ledge and into the bushes.
It reminds me of the Mickey and Friends adaptation of A Christmas Carol, where I think it was like Goofy betrayed Marley, and he fell down the stairs, and you hear the all-famous Goofy holler.
Oh yes, that comes to mind too. Come to think of it, oh Lord, Scrooge McDuck.
Childhood,
I just remember
yes.
That now.
I salute you, Gonzo.
Silver, you alright?
Yawn, said Diamond Tiara as she latched the window shut. I've seen worse than that. Stupid Silver Spoon, or whoever that was, thinks they can scare me. Ha! It'll take more than that. Wiping her hooves off, she made her way back to her bed and slipped beneath the covers once again, determined this time to not let anything distract her from the dreams of ripping into her presents she was undoubtedly going to have. Really? Of course, that lasted all of about 3 seconds before she heard someone's hooves thumping against the floor. She rolled over and saw another pony, this time draped in a fluffy white cloak and wearing a gilded crown atop her maroon mane.
Mom, what the hell? Get out of my room!
Wait, what?
Are you freaking kidding me? Scootaloo? What?
Okay. Alright. I'll take it.
Go ahead.
Ugh. I see you decided to get some fashion sense, although white really isn't your color.
The other is green, bitch.
Scowl. Oh, shut up! It's part of the whole theme. Just go with it. Right, and I suppose that means you're the ghost of Heartwarming Past? Nodding so vigorously that their crown almost fell off, Scootaloo replied, "Yep, that's me." I wouldn't have thought a blank like you couldn't handle that job. Ugh. Oh, you little... no, wait, Scootaloo said, holding out a hoof. I'm not getting sucked into this again. I'm here to show you something, not getting into a fight, so let's just get on with it already. Diamond Tiara laughed. Oh, right, and I'm supposed to go along with that? You don't really have a choice. Tell me why I shouldn't go get my parents right now.
Do you really want to walk in on your parents?
I suppose you could tell them if you wanted to. Of course, that might be a little difficult, Scootaloo grinned. It'll be hard to tell your parents anything while you're in the past. What do you mean in that... She stopped mid-sentence as she was suddenly enveloped in Scootaloo's cloak. It was surprisingly heavy, and try as she might to throw it off, she couldn't. Her hearing was muffled and her sight completely gone. She couldn't even feel or smell anything. Suddenly, she felt her bed drop out from beneath her as weightlessness took over and vertigo threatened to bring back her last meal.
Damn.
So that's what happens.
And vomiting itself burns because, you know, the acid.
Oh, don't remind me. Don't remind me, God.
Diamond Tiara looked around, her eyes wide. Suddenly, her bed was gone and she was sitting on the ground outside a humble-looking cottage. A column of smoke rose from a tiny chimney, and snow flurries snarled around, yet she didn't feel cold. Slowly standing up, Diamond Tiara looked around, seeing Scootaloo behind her. What just happened? Ugh. Yeah. Scootaloo nodded towards the cottage. I told you, didn't I? I'm here to show you something. So you kidnapped me? Scootaloo
Wow.
rolled. Really, Diamond Tiara? Don't be such a drama. Don't be such a drama queen. I'm taking you back to your room in a bit. I just have to show you this first. Show me what, exactly? Scootaloo beckoned to a glowing window. See for yourself. Diamond Tiara cautiously approached. A fire flickered brightly, illuminating the small room where two ponies, one with a familiar black mane and money-bag cutie mark, and the other with light blue eyes just like diamonds, were sitting at a table enjoying the last of their dessert. Mommy? Daddy? She said slowly, turning back to look at Scootaloo. Is that them? Scootaloo nodded. Yep, that's them. This was their first heartwarming eve together. You know what they're talking about right now? Diamond Tiara looked back at the window, shaking her head. No, I can't hear them. Let me help. With a wave of her hoof, the window swung open, though the ponies inside didn't seem to notice. Won't they see us? They can't hear or see us. We're practically invisible right now. And I'm just supposed to believe that? I just brought you back in time, and that's what you don't believe? Oh, she does have a point there.
Yeah, good point. Like, I just sent you back in fucking time, and you're questioning if people can fucking hear us. Yes.
Still, it doesn't seem possible.
Unless you use a DeLorean.
True.
Scootaloo groaned. Just friggin' get in there! She pushed on Diamond Tiara's hindquarters, forcing her through the window. Once she was through, Scootaloo scrambled in after her, and once inside, they could hear what the two were saying. Oh, that apple pie was fantastic, dear, Filthy said. I don't know what magic you worked to make it taste so good, but I'm beginning to think you may be a unicorn in disguise after all. Golden Crown. It's just a little recipe from my mother is all. Add a pinch of her special spice mix to the pie, and suddenly you've opened up a world of possibilities. Filthy smiled warmly at her for a moment before his smile faltered. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get you anything for Heartwarming this year. I've invested all my money into this business here in Ponyville. As soon as it takes off, we'll have a much better life. I'll buy you everything you ever wanted. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Wait.
Huh?
I strongly believe that this is before Diamond Tiara was born.
Yeah.
And I think I know how she was born.
Everyone knows how they fucked.
Well, I mean, like, I think we know when. Let's go.
Christmas.
Right, moving on. Golden Crown's cheeks tugged into a soft smile. I don't want presents, Filthy. Having you here is enough. You're doing good work with your money. You're giving these ponies a chance at a better life, too. Without your investment, I'm sure many of these ponies wouldn't be enjoying Heart's Warming the same way. Sylvia placed a hoof over Golden's. I'm glad to hear you say that. Say, why don't we head over to the Apples farm? I hear they invited most of the town over for a party. We can bring them some food while we're at it. That sounds like a lovely idea. I'll pack up the leftovers. Aww.
And then they... Never mind, this is a different story.
Let's not.
And they made love.
I bet Applejack must have been a filly at the time, given the, the age and all.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be a bad headcanon. Alright, let's go.
As the two ponies stood up from the table, Scootaloo placed a hoof on Diamond Tiara's shoulder. She turned around to see Scootaloo nodding. It's time to go, she said. Well, that was quick. I think.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't understand, she protested. Diamond Tiara shook her head. This doesn't make sense. Why is Mommy okay with not getting any presents? Really?
What?
They just fucking said it, you dumb bitch.
They explained it. All she needed was him and his member.
You made up the second part.
Look, I'm just trying to come up with dirt shit as I go. I have $50 next to me and I don't spend it on. Go.
You said it was their first Heart's Warming Eve together, right? Scootaloo nodded. Yup, their first ever. But you know what? They get it. You don't. I don't get what? A sly smile crossed Scootaloo's face. It's not about the stuff you get, it's about the stuff you give. What?
Diggy.
That doesn't even make sense. What's the point of Heart's Warming if you don't get any presents? Oh,
Commercialism.
Hanukkah. It's Hanukkah.
Scootaloo shrugged. I guess I'll have to talk with the other spirits about that. My time's up. Without warning, she flung her cape over Diamond Tiara again, and immediately her vision went black. She could feel a slight tugging sensation as she struggled to throw the cape off, but it was too heavy and was pulled too tight around her. Luckily for her, the feeling only lasted a few seconds.
Didn't we just go through this?
Hmm?
I said, didn't they just explain this before? Okay.
Let's just go with it.
Let's just go with it.
Yeah.
What little light reflected off the moon filled her vision as the darkness faded away and she found herself back in her room. She was about to say something to Scootaloo, but when she looked around, the filly was gone. Her room was empty and the window conspicuously closed. She blinked a few times before mumbling to herself. Well, that was weird. So much for all this ghost stuff. It was just Scootaloo. Did Silver Spoon or whoever really think some stupid Pegasus who can't even fly was gonna scare me? Ha! She settled further into her bed, a smug grin plastered across her face. That the best they could come up with? Psh, baby stuff.
Who can agree that Diamond Tiara's like one dense motherfucker?
Mm-hmm.
I
no
say.
Shit. She's born with a silver spoon in her mouth, among other things.
Let's. Are we really gonna go dirty this stream?
No, I didn't try to go for dirty, but now that I think about it,
Oh shit! Hold on.
what happened? Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Anyways, you were trying to say.
Me?
Hello?
You kind of got cut off. That's the thing.
Yeah, my internet sucks. I said whatever. I wasn't trying to go for something dirty, but now that I think about it,
Maybe.
anyways, let's continue on.
Right, moving on. As she started to close her eyes, her thoughts turning back to the next morning and all the gifts she was going to rub in the faces of those dumb crusaders. Really?
Dumb
Well, that's what any rich person would do.
A familiar sound of hooves against wood reached her ears. She spun around to see another pony walking towards her. Wonder who it could be.
Well, it's it.
Now it's Sweetie Belle? I suppose you're the ghost of Heart's Warming present? Sweetie Belle, dressed head to toe... Hoof! God damn it. Okay, let's try that again. Sweetie Belle, dressed head to hoof in a billowy green gown, a wreath of flowers adorning her horn, waved cheerily. Hi there! I'm the ghost of Heart's Warming... Oh, wait, you already said that. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do now.
Huzzah! Big heads!
Diamond Tiara raised an eyebrow. And you're asking me? You threw me off my game, she complained. I had the whole thing planned out, but you messed it all up.
Shut up, sweetie pal. Just go with it.
What do you want, an apology? That would be nice, yes. Well, too bad. You're not getting one.
Fuck off.
Sweetie frowned. Fine. We'll just skip right to the part where I show you stuff. You do that for me? How unbelievably kind of you. Let's just go already. Excuse me. I want this nightmare to be over with as quickly as possible. Sweetie rolled her eyes. She grabbed Diamond Tiara's hoof and lifted her into the air, much to the other filly's dismay. Whoa! Hang out! What are you doing? Sweetie, ignoring her protests, carried Diamond through the window and out into the cold night. As they hung in the air above Diamond Tiara's massive house, Sweetie said, "We're going to Apple Bloom's house now." By flying? Diamond Tiara cried, her hooves swinging wildly in protest. Well, obviously. What, walking wasn't good enough? She said, her face a mixture of anger and fear. That's not nearly as fun. Haven't you ever wanted to fly? No!
Are you afraid of heights?
I can say this now. Tweety Belle is going to rub this in fucking Scootaloo's face.
What if it was a unicorn that gave... Well, wait, I have a feeling like a unicorn gave him those abilities to do that. For the purpose.
Why not make Scootaloo fly? What the fuck?
Sweetie giggled, keeping a tight grip on the flailing earth pony as they soared through the air. Hang on a second. Okay, I thought I had my internet dirt for a second. Excuse me.
You're still going.
Oh, you're
You're still here.
Alright. The snow fell more greatly than it had in the past, but it was much thicker now, and it was difficult to see where they were going. More than once, Diamond Tiara thought they were going to crash into a tree or a house, but despite all odds, they eventually reached Sweet Apple Acres. Swooping in for a landing, Sweetie set Diamond Tiara down before the front door, settling in next to her. Are we just looking through the window again? Sweetie shook her head. Nope, just go right on in. The Apple family's door is always open. Hesitating a moment, Diamond Tiara put her hoof on the door handle. With a small turn and a push, the door swung open. They stepped inside, and Diamond Tiara looked around. What a dump, she said. Ugh.
You wouldn't know country culture if it slapped you on the face with a white glove.
Well, of course,
Sweetie Belle swung her hoof, smacking her on the back of their head. That's not very nice. The Apple family isn't exactly rich like your family, you know. Hey! You're the one who brought me here. I can't be held responsible for speaking the truth, said Diamond Tiara, rubbing her head with a free hoof. But seriously, though, look at this place. It's practically falling apart, and look at their hearth. She pointed to the fireplace at the far end of the room. There's only a couple of presents there. What's wrong with them? Sweetie Belle sighed. Go look at who those presents are for. Go on. I won't stop you. Diamond Tiara gave Sweetie a suspicious look before trotting over to the hearth and kneeling down. As she examined the tags, a strange look came over her face, and she frowned. Wait a second, this can't be right. Nope, it's right. But they're all for other ponies. None of them are for any of the Apple family members. There's one for Twilight Sparkle and Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy, one for Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle. Wait, what? There's one for me?
Job. Focused on the job.
Keep reading. Mayor, the Quills and Sofa Guy, and... Wait. She squinted at a small cylindrical present. This one's for me and Silver Spoon too. I don't get it. She glanced back at Sweetie Belle, who merely shrugged and said, What can I say? The Apples never give each other gifts. They only give them for other ponies. It's the way they've always done things. Why, though? What's the point? Really?
What's the point? Just be fucking nice for once, because maybe people don't like the Quills and Sofa Guy. Not too many people
Diamond
like
Tiara
them.
have like short-term memory loss or something?
No, she's got a case of rich and dumb.
Yep, she's
Sweetie
just
Belle
stubborn.
smiled. Remember what the ghost of Heartwarming Past told you? You mean Scootaloo? Remember what Scootaloo told you? It's not about the stuff you get, it's about the stuff you give. Diamond Tiara fell back on her haunches. That doesn't make sense, though. It's not fun to not get stuff.
She really does not know how Christmas works.
Sweetie Belle
I still don't know how Christmas works.
Sweetie Belle approached Diamond Tiara and placed a hoof on her shoulder. Have you ever tried giving stuff for a change? Who knows? You might like it. Suddenly, before Diamond Tiara could respond, the clock struck, and Sweetie looked outside of the moon. Oh, shoot! I ran past my time! Looks like I'll have to send you ahead to where you'll meet the last spirit. Diamond stuck out her hoof. Oh, wait, but... She was cut off again, the house around her, along with Sweetie Belle, vanishing into thin air as a blackness consumed her. Anticlimactic much?
Let's just go.
Everything is black! Oh, I'm so sorry.
Everything just became black. That's racist.
I was about to say that.
Alright. When light returned, what little there was, Diamond Tiara found herself standing in the middle of a small field littered with stones standing upright.
Ooh.
A thick fog hung over the areas, enveloping it in a death-like haze.
Instantly reminded. Oh.
Even the moon, normally a massive disk in the sky, was just a faint light behind the dense, foggy air. Diamond Tiara stood up slowly, looking around. Sitting atop a particularly tall stone, a pony obscured by a black cloak held a hoof out, angling slightly towards an adjacent stone.
Instantly reminded of, once again, that Mickey and Friends Christmas Carol version.
Open wide!
Who are you? The pony remained silent, pointing resolutely towards a pair of stones. Diamond Tiara raised an eyebrow. What? The pony jabbed a hoof at the stones insistently. I don't... What? Really, Diamond? The pony groaned, rolling her head to the side. The pony groaned, rolling her head to the side. Just frickin' look over there! Diamond Tiara rolled to the stones and turned back to the mysterious pony. What is this place? The pony jumped down from the stone, landing with a thud. Slowly, deliberately, she approached Diamond Tiara. Her heavy breath made thick clouds of condensation that disappeared into the surrounding fog almost instantly. The closer the pony got, the heavier the breathing became. Finally, the pony spoke again. I'm the ghost of half-swarming future, and this is Ponyville Cemetery. Wait a second. I know that voice. What? No, you don't. I'm no one. This is a shadow figure with no... Apple Bloom, I know it's you.
Ah, nuts.
No! No!
With a heavy sigh, Apple Bloom pulled her hood back and tossed the scythe?
Who are you, the Grim Reaper?
I know she's a farming family, but Jesus.
She's
sickle.
Gotta ruin everything, don't you? Well, guess it wasn't too hard to guess. Diamond Tiara, shaking ever so silently, laughed. I'd recognize that thick accent anywhere. It's just you and your hick family that have it. Ah.
And, not to interrupt or whatever, but I really can't imagine the Grim Reaper with, like, a hick accent. Can you?
I don't know. The only other...
Hey, they gave the Grim Reaper a Jamaican accent at one time.
And
that's
I never saw that. Let's go.
Yeah, and
I'm the ghost of Christmas past!
And technically the only other people inside of that I know that wield sides are the Amish, Maka Alburn, and Ruby Rose. So, yeah.
Alright, moving on.
Yeah, let's just go.
Apple Bloom shook her head, holding her hooves down. 2 ghosts and y'all haven't learned a thing. Well, guess it's up to me then. We'll see about that, said Diamond Tiara haughtily. Anyway, what's with that getup? I don't think black suits you. Apple Bloom looked down at the cape dragging behind her and shrugged. I think I'm supposed to be like death or something. Anyway, we don't have a lot of time since some pony took too long, so let's move right on to the lesson. She waved her hoof out at the stones around them. This is Ponyville Cemetery, like I said, but do you know why we're here? Diamond Tiara shook her head, causing the tiara to fall off and roll towards a pair of gravestones. No, I don't know why, she said as she bent down to pick up the tiara. Doesn't really... She froze, her eyes going wide as she stared at the pair of headstones in front of her. Her mouth opened slightly, but no words escaped. Here lies Autumn Gold and Honey Crisp, said Apple Bloom slowly.
Oh no.
Diamond Tiara stared at the pair of headstones silently for a moment. Who were they? Her voice almost cracking, Apple Bloom said, My parents died when I was little. Ouch.
Ow, the edge.
Not the edge, the feels.
Exactly.
Well, everyone has feels, I have edge. This counts as edge.
Alright, Diamond Tiara tried to say something, anything snarky, but her mouth just opened and closed silently. After a while, she simply said, "They're really gone, huh?" Apple Bloom nodded. "Not just them, keep looking." Diamond Tiara frowned, looking back at Apple Bloom, but she didn't say anything else, just pointed to another pair of gravestones. She got up and approached them, her limbs shaking slightly and her breathing shallow. When she was finally able to get close enough to read them, her face went pale, and her knees buckled as she collapsed in front of the stones. Apple Bloom came up behind her. "It's not easy, is it?" Diamond Tiara reached a hoof out feebly. "Mommy? Daddy?" she whispered. "Your parents are dead, Diamond Tiara. They're not coming back."
Ooh.
No. No. You're lying. I saw them an hour ago. I just saw the hole in their bed. They can't be dead. They aren't. Okay, well, maybe they aren't actually dead right now.
Oh, what a way you ruined it, Apple Bloom. You had her going.
But,
God damn it, I was gonna make
some,
up South Park
no.
reference.
Hang on, just let her go on. But someday they will be. Ponies don't live forever, you know. It's a sad fact of life. Apple Bloom knelt down next to Diamond Tiara and helped her stand up. Look, not everyone has such nice parents, you know, and they won't always be around forever. She paused, biting her lip. I know that mine aren't. But that's why you gotta make the most of every second you get to spend with them. Hearts warming ain't about getting presents. It's about the time you spend with the ponies you care about. It's about the gifts you give, especially if that gift is love. Oh boy.
Oh no.
She'd be really dumb to be stubborn now.
No,
Let's go on.
Wait for it.
Let's see.
Diamond Tiara held her tiara in her hooves and looked down at it. And she said, "You know, my daddy gave this to me for heartwarming last year. I never thanked him for it." Oh.
Oh.
See? Not everyone hates Diamond Tiara.
Apple Bloom patted the filly on the back. "That tiara means a lot to you, doesn't it?" Diamond Tiara reached up and touched the silver tiara lightly, slowly bringing it down in front of her eyes. She stared at it silently for a moment and then said, "It's the only present they've ever really cared about." "You know why that is?" Diamond Tiara turned the tiara over and read the inscription on the back. "To my little angel, love, Daddy."
Aww.
Apple Bloom nodded, satisfied. What?
So I was gonna say, I think I know why it's so important, because it's part of your fucking name!
One would suggest.
Let's go on.
So, you know what you need to do now? Wiping away a tear, Diamond Tiara placed the tiara back on her head and nodded. "I know. Well, let's get you back home, then." Spreading her hooves wide, Apple Bloom let her cape billow out until it had grown large enough to cover the sky, blotting out the moon. All of a sudden, Diamond Tiara felt like there was a massive weight on her chest. Her lungs screamed for air. She gasped for breath, and just when she thought she couldn't take it anymore, the sensation dissipated. She was back in her room, curled up in the covers of her bed. She looked around, but Apple Bloom was nowhere to be found. But the window, now open for some reason, let light spill in as the new sunrise crested the hills. Without wasting a second, Diamond Tiara sprang out of bed and rushed down the hall to her parents' room. She flung open their door and jumped on their bed. "Mommy! Daddy, get up! Get up!"
They just had sex.
God damn it, Diamond, knock on the fucking door next time. Me and your mother were just finishing.
Implying that they did an all-nighter.
Oh, fuck you,
man.
Casey.
Anyways, the two older ponies, after much grumbling and rolling around, eventually righted themselves and rubbed their sleep from their eyes. "Yes, sweetheart, what is it?" Filthy asked. "What day is it?" He looked back, taken aback for a second. Well, it's Heartwarming Day, dear. Why do you ask?" She smiled. "Yes! I didn't miss it! Come on!" She grabbed Filthy's hoof and tried to drag him out of bed before he finally got himself up. Once he was up, she beckoned to Golden Crown. "You too, Mommy!" As the three of them hurried downstairs, Filthy Rich asked, "What is this all about? I know you want to open your presents, but can't it wait a few minutes?" When they reached the front of the stairs, Diamond Tiara brought her parents over to the hearth and she said, "Daddy, before I say anything else, I want to tell you thanks." He raised an eyebrow. "For what?" Smiling, Diamond Tiara jumped up and grabbed his neck so she could kiss him on the cheek. "For my tiara, silly! I never said thank you, and I'm sorry about that."
Aww.
So she did. So it seems she did learn something.
Indeed.
Yeah. After what Apple
Yes.
Bloom taught her.
Yes.
Character development! It works!
Oh, let's just hope that what the developers of Season 5 was saying is true about Diamond.
What?
What was it?
Character
I never
development?
heard about this.
The voice actress herself of Diamond Tiara posted somewhere that apparently Diamond Tiara's character was going to get some kind of development in Season 5.
What she's gonna get?
Finally!
Unless she's gonna get worse.
I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Golden Crown leaned in towards Filthy. "What's gotten into her?" she whispered. He shrugged. "Beats me, but I like it." He gave Diamond Tiara a wide grin and said, "You're very welcome, sweetheart. You know I'd do anything for you." Diamond Tiara brought a hoop to her lips, tapping them. "About that, I was wondering something. Here we go." Filthy rolled his eyes. "Okay, now I see where this is going. What is it you want this time?" "Oh, it's something like that." "Oh? What is it then?" She grinned. "I was hoping you'd help me carry these presents around town so I can give them away to ponies." "What?"
What?
I kind of saw this coming in my head. So exactly in my mind, I sure hope somebody picks up that phone.
"'Cause I fucking called it!"
Oh, fuck you guys.
Both Filthy and Golden's jaws dropped open. Diamond Tiara picked up a couple presents and pushed them into her parents' hooves. "I'm being serious," she said. "I want to give them all away."
But we gave you a new iPad! We just wasted money on the Wii!
"Are you feeling all right?" asked Golden, placing her hoof on Diamond Tiara's forehead. "You feel a little warm, Pumpkin." Filthy frowned. "Did you sleep with your bedroom window open again?" I see what he did there.
I actually don't.
Yeah, but... Fuck. Well, fuck
Diamond-
it. Fuck it!
Diamond Tiara brushed her mother's hoof. "I'm not sick, I promise." Filthy's eyebrow rose higher. "Are you absolutely sure you didn't hit your head last night or anything?" "Daddy, I'm being serious! I realized something last night. Hearthwarming isn't about getting presents or opening gifts. It's about giving things to the ponies you care about, and I want to start by giving you and Mommy something." "What's that, dear?" asked Golden, a curious smile on her face. Diamond Tiara reached out and pulled the three of them into a group hug, squeezing as tightly as her little hooves could manage. "I love you, and I don't want you to ever doubt that," she said. "Aww."
Oh, so sweet of
Man,
you.
I'm already feeling
bitch.
some feels myself. Holy shit.
Hey!
See?
Don't you make fun of my favorite food!
What?
See?
I'll beat your ass!
Oh
I
God.
think he's looking at the stream chat.
No, I'm
Where?
talking to guns.
Oh. But see? This is why Diamond Tiara can be likable sometimes, because of what the fans put her through.
Exactly.
Diamond can have feelings too. Also,
Alright,
by the way,
thanks.
are you absolutely sure you didn't hit your head on something last night? I'm sure you hit your head off something, Dad.
For a few moments, it felt as though time had stopped. The three of them suspended for that single moment in time in an eternal hug. But as with all things, it eventually ended as they pulled away. Diamond Tiara said, "Now let's go spread some heartwarming cheer!" Yay!
Yay!
As jolly snow fell daintily over Ponyville, Diamond Tiara, accompanied by her mother and father, passed through the town, gifts piled up in their hooves. "Oh, Silver Spoon!" Diamond Tiara called, spotting her friend across the street. Silver Spoon turned in time to see Diamond Tiara sprinting across the street towards her, with a huge grin on her face. "Morning, Diamond Tiara! Happy heartwarming! Happy heartwarming!" Silver Spoon eyed the stack of gifts Diamond Tiara was holding. "Wow, your dad must have gotten you a lot of stuff." Diamond Tiara nodded happily. "He did, but..." She grabbed a present from the top of her pile with her teeth and held it out for Silver Spoon. "But..." Silver Spoon said, taking the box, her eyebrow cocked. "But I want you to have this one." Diamond Tiara finished, giving Silver Spoon the biggest smile she could muster. "You do?" Silver Spoon looked down at the gift as if it was going to jump out at her. Why? Because you're my friend, that's why. Anyway, said Diamond Tiara, nodding to her parents. You've got lots more gifts to give out, so I'll see you later. Bye-bye! She waved a cheerful goodbye before disappearing into a crowd of ponies, leaving Silver Spoon staring at the present in her hooves. Slowly she undid the corners of the package and opened it up, revealing a silver necklace with a heart-shaped pendant hanging on the bottom.
Aww.
Oh,
Hello?
okay.
Well, I'll be. It's a pendant that was mentioned in the beginning of the story.
Oh, that's actually nicely done. I like that. I never actually saw that coming.
Yeah, neither did I. Meanwhile, Diamond Tiara went through the town, parents in tow, passing out gifts to anyone and everyone. Happy Heartswarming! She cried, handing over a pair of scarves to a couple of twins who passed her on the street. Have a nice day, she said, tossing a box of toys to a mother and her colts. What a lovely weather we're having, don't you think? She asked an incredulous-looking stallion as she passed him a large box containing dozens of assorted chocolates. Every pony she saw got a gift. Small or large, it didn't matter. She simply felt overcome with joy with each present she gave out. Over the next few hours, Diamond Tiara, Filthy Rich, and Golden Crown made several trips into town with hoopfuls of presents to give away. Miss Cheerilee, Mayor, and yes, even the sofas and quills received gifts.
Yay!
Down the street from them received a pile of toys for their children, and the family next to them a set of coats and winter boots. No one was left out. They went all through the town, giving away all the presents Diamond Tiara had. Eventually, they ended up at Sweet Apple Acres, where the smell of sweet cider and succulent pies filled the air. Her ears perked up at the sounds of dozens of ponies laughing and talking merrily. With a wide grin on her face, she made her way through the crowds, leaving her parents to hand out gifts to the partygoers. As Diamond Tiara approached Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle, and Scootaloo, oh boy.
Oh no.
What's the deal going here? What could go wrong here?
Scootaloo in particular had her eyes narrowed and a hoof poised and ready at perfect punching height.
Oh no.
I got a good feeling about this.
Tara, I thought we
Easy now. Alright, moving on.
English.
You here to brag about how many presents you got? Asked Scootaloo sarcastically. So what if I am? What are you gonna do about a blank flank? Oh, really?
God damn it!
Oh, right. I take back.
You learned something, you stupid whore!
Let's keep reading.
Scootaloo's eyes went wide and her nostrils flared. Stop calling me that! She yelled as she jumped at Diamond Tiara, stopping only when Apple Bloom gave her a harsh look. Rather than run away like she had expected her to, Diamond Tiara just stood there with a smile on her face. After a moment, her smile started to falter as giggles bubbled up, and she covered her mouth before doubling over with laughter. What's so funny? Asked Scootaloo, her wings fluttering angrily. It's just you look so silly when you're mad. Before Scootaloo could make another pass at her, Diamond Tiara added, but no, I'm actually here to give you girls something. You're doing what now? Asked Sweetie Belle, her head cocked to the side. My daddy brought me presents. Try that again. My daddy bought me so many presents that I decided I don't need them all, and I want to give some of them to you girls.
Well, I hope that she's true to the claim.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Okay, this is definitely some kind of trick, said Scootaloo. She's probably going to give us boxes of rocks or something. Or maybe she's just lying, suggested Sweetie. Come on, girls, don't be like that. Remember, we've got something to give Diamond Tiara, too, said Apple Bloom. She produced a small, cylindrical-shaped object from a bag nearby and handed it over to Diamond Tiara. Here, she said. This for you. Oh, and also a silver spoon, too. As Diamond Tiara accepted Apple Bloom's gift, a smile crossed her face. Thank you, she said cheerily. All three Crusaders' jaws dropped open. What was that you just said? Apple Bloom asked, eyeing Diamond Tiara suspiciously. I said thank you, of course, and that's what you do when you receive gifts, isn't it? Well, yeah, that's what normal ponies do, Apple Bloom said, but you're you.
Who are you to judge?
Diamond Tiara frowned. Who says I can't change? Everyone? Said Scootaloo. Ponies like you don't change.
She does have a point.
But I did. You girls helped me with that. We did? Asked Sweetie Belle. You talking about the apple preserves my sister helped us make? Said Apple Bloom as she pointed out the object in Diamond Tiara's hoof. 'Cause they're good, but they ain't magical or nothing. Diamond Tiara chuckled. No, I meant the whole ghost thing. Ghost thing? Asked Scootaloo. What the hell are you talking about? Diamond Tiara frowned. Wait, what do you mean, what am I talking about? I mean, what the actual hell are you talking about? Said Scootaloo insistently. Yeah, I'm wondering that myself, added Sweetie. What do you mean by ghost thing? Wait. Are you seriously telling me you have no idea what I'm talking about? Diamond Tiara rubbed her hoof against her forehead, shaking it slowly. Apple Bloom shook her head. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were crazy. Although, said Scootaloo slowly, that does kind of make sense with what they're saying, thank you and all. The other two Crusaders nodded in agreement. Hang on, I'm not crazy, Diamond Tiara protested. She pointed at Scootaloo. You were the ghost of Hearthwarming past, remember? She pointed at Sweetie. And you were the ghost of Hearthwarming present. She turned to Apple Bloom. And you were the ghost of Hearthwarming future. You told me my parents were dead. Where did I cut off? I caught it this
You
time.
said you told
Code
my
Green.
parents were dead.
Code Blue! Code Blue!
Apple Bloom slowly shook her head. I don't know what you're talking about, but I didn't do anything, and none of it's Sweetie or Scoots, right, girls? Scootaloo shook her head. Plus, why would I be the past ghost? I'm the oldest. I should have been future. And how come I was present? Sweetie complained. Past sounds like fun. Look,
Wait,
the only thing we did was make you a jar of apple preserves, said Apple Bloom. I figured if we showed you some kindness, it would unfreeze your cold heart a bit, but I don't know anything about any ghosts. She hugged an eyebrow. You sure you're feeling alright? Diamond Tiara brought a hoof to her forehead. But then, how? What? Who? What?
Alright, let's see. Ditto Rabbit already saying that a certain Princess of the Night has done something in this story. Let's see if...
Alright.
Speak of the
I was
devil.
thinking the same thing, that Celestial was involved.
Speak of the devil. Far away in the tippity... Shh. Speak of the devil. Far away in the tippity-top of Candlelight Tower, Celestia held a small box aloft with her magic as she approached Luna's chambers. With a quick knock, she let herself in. Luna? She said quietly. Are you awake? I have something for you. With a loud yawn, Luna appeared from behind the curtain. Celestia, you're earlier than usual. Yes, I'm awake enough. Celestia chuckled. I can tell. I didn't see you at Moonlight Tower last night after I lowered the sun, so I assumed you were off doing something. Now it was Luna's turn to chuckle. Oh, what makes you say that? Celestia shrugged, setting the box on the small table and throwing open the curtains to let light flood the room. Nothing in particular, I suppose. It's that time of year when the ponies start thinking about their families, and inevitably there's always at least one selfish pony. I can remember one very selfish pony in particular. Luna frowned. I was just a kid back then. Oh. Celestia stifled a giggle, and yet still such a troublemaker. Luna gave an exaggerated eye roll. You were hardly perfect yourself. Did I say I was? You didn't have to. Celestia grinned, turning back to the window to stare out at the newly risen sun. Well, I won't pry into your personal life, Luna. Just make sure you only use your powers for good. Yes, I know, said Luna, waving a hoof dismissively, her eyes focused on the box Celestia had set down. Sometimes you're worse than Mother was. Someone
What
has
did
to
Mom do
be.
to you?
Someone has to be. Do you, though? If not me, then who? Luna shrugged. Someone else. Her brow furrowed as she reached for the present. What is this? She asked. What, and ruin the surprise? Said Celestia, grinning playfully. It's a little on the light side, Luna noted, picking the box up. You could say that. As Luna carefully tugged at the bow and unraveled the wrapping paper, she bit her lip in concentration. When the box fell open, she found a small ball of light inside. It bobbed and swayed as Luna moved the box. Her eyes grew wide and mouth opened slightly in disbelief. Is this my first star? Suddenly, she felt Celestia's weight on her back. She turned her head to see her sister wrapped around her, squeezing her half to death in a tight hug. Happy hearts warming, Luna. Luna smiled and hugged her sister back. Happy heartwarming. The end.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yes.
There's one thing even though it was probably implied, I'm still wondering then if it was actually the humor crusaders that were the ghosts.
And that they were just
Probably, maybe
denying.
Luna.
It was maybe Luna in disguise.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it must have been Luna then.
How do we end this fanfic? Luna smiled,
God,
looking back.
that-
Happy
that
heartwarming.
was-
They kissed.
That was just a really sweet fanfiction, you know?
It
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
Nice to
now,
meet you, if I-
before we say
Honestly,
anything
happy
else,
that I selected it.
yes, that was a good one. I enjoyed it.
Yes, it was.
Now,
You seem
quick
to pick
question:
the
was I annoying at all?
once.
Scream.
What?
What?
You seem to pick
Was
the
I
you seem to
annoying?
pick, like the best ones.
You weren't annoying, dude.
None of you guys were. We were.
Alright.
You guys were pretty dirty, though.
Yes.
But still, we made the
Like-
best of this. We made
Yep.
the best of this.
Exactly.
Yes.